Once there was a raven who was very intelligent. She knew that when she flapped her wings, she could fly. She also knew that when she did certain things with her mouth and voice box, she could make loud shrieking sounds. If she flew too far from her nest and didn't start back when the sun was still high in the sky, she knew she'd end up flying home in the dark. She knew the right materials to use in her nest for the proper balance between comfort, stability, and camouflage. But all ravens knew those things. She longed to know more, so she decided to pay very close attention and learn all she could from everything around her. One day she was flying over a long, deep river. Circling it over and over, she paid very close attention, noticing the color, smell, and sound of the moving water. She surely would learn something from that great river. The following day there was a violent rainstorm. It washed away her nest and the nest of many other ravens. She immediately realized that it was her flight over the river that had caused the downpour. She decided to put her new knowledge to good use by vowing never to fly over a river again. Another time she flew over a giant field of sunflowers. Attracted by the beautiful gold spectacle, she circled again and again over the field, drinking in the colors and the smells. She paid very close attention, knowing that she would learn something very important from the sunflowers. A beautiful hot sunny day followed. The day after that was hot and sunny too, and the day after that. So many hot sunny days followed each other that plants started wilting, and the water hole shrank dangerously low. Panicked, she thought back over all her accumulated knowledge and remembered her day over the sunflower field. That must be it. She had caused this drought. She applied her knowledge and vowed to never again fly over a field of sunflowers. Soon after, it rained and the drought ended. She had been right. Her thoughtless actions had profound consequences. From now on, she must not only avoid flying over rivers and sunflower fields, she must pay extremely close attention to everything she did to avoid causing any more catastrophes. She became deliberate and fearful. She knew that doing anything different might cause disaster, so she performed her daily routine like a ritual. Her days all became the same, uneventful, ordinary, and devoid of learning. One such day she was collecting twigs to secure her nest when suddenly a violent wind whipped up, tore the twigs away from her, and dashed her against a tree. She was stunned and hurt. Unable to fly in the gale, she decided to wait until the wind died down to try to get home. She huddled against the tree trunk to wait it out. The wind picked up leaves and dirt, flinging them around without care. It tore branches out of trees, indifferent to nests or animals that sought refuge there. Things that were too heavy for it to pick up and toss around, it tested, then left alone. She watched and paid attention. Gradually, she felt the wind creep into her. It was unfamiliar and frightening, but somehow she knew that it was going to teach her something more important than anything she had ever learned before. She paid closer attention. The wind inside her behaved exactly like the wind outside her. It whirled the small things around easily and spent no energy on the big, immovable things. The bliss that is true wisdom filled her. From that day on, she freed herself from her strict routine and made no rules. She flew wherever she wanted, did whatever she needed, and left it to the wind to decide what she could shoulder.